Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on. Hold on real quick. 1 second. One second, y'all. 1 second. Alright. What's good, gang? What's good, gang? What's good, gang? Talking about. Sheesh. What up, what up, what up, gang? Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. We about to chop it up. You know what I'm talking about? Man. Shit. So what's up, gang? What's up? What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? You know what I'm talking about? What's good? Nah, I'm still in the city. I'm still in the city. We're still out here. But we gotta address some shit. I really gotta tell y'all. See, I really didn't get a chance to talk to y'all yesterday. So I'm about to give y'all the real drop on everything that happened yesterday, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't get it. And plus I left the live. I was so mad yesterday. My fault for that, y'all. But people irritated the hell out of me yesterday, man. It's like when I go in public, dog, I be having stalker fans and it be crazy, man. Like when people know where you at and then whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. We gonna get into all that though. We finna get into all that, everything that happened with Tisa tells. We gonna get into everything that went on yesterday. Now I'm finna give y'all the real story. And Tisa telling more lies. Tisa is telling more lies, gang. You know what I'm talking about? So check this out. Let's give y'all the real story. Where do y'all want to start, man? Y'all want to start with how it went down with Tisa and the real story behind that? Or y'all want to get into the crazy fans, stalkers? What y'all want to get into first, man? Y'all let me know in the chat. What y'all want to get into first? Y'all want to get into the real story behind the Tisa Tells situation? Or y'all want to get into the stalker fans and shit? Tisa? So y'all want to get straight to it, huh? Alright, double tap the screen, man. We only got 85 likes on the screen. Double tap the screen, man. Let everybody know I'm live. Come on, y'all. Let's let everybody know I'm live. Get everybody over here. And I'm going to start telling y'all, man, let's get it to 200 likes, man. Let's get it to 200 likes. I need 110 of y'all to hit that, to double tap your screen. Just double tap your screen. Double tap your screen. Come on. And I'm just walking around pacing back and forth, man. Y'all just going to see me. I'm really still irritated, to be honest, dog. I'm really still irritated, man. We need 40 more likes. Come on, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. We need 40 more likes. Come on, y'all. Double tap the screen. Get everybody over here so we can get started. Let's go. You know what I'm talking about? We finna get into everything that went on, man. I need 30 more likes, man. Double tap the screen. Oh shit. Let's do this. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of cool out here today. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, it's kind of cool out here today. Oh shit. Turn that phone on, do not disturb. You turn that one on, do not disturb. Ratchettv, you the king of New York right now. Hey, I feel like I am, man. I really believe I am the king of New York, man. Like, the boy came in and conquered this motherfucker, man. We need 10 more people. We finna get started as soon as we get 200 likes. Double tap the screen, y'all. We got 600 people over here. We should have 200 likes. Come on, double tap the screen. Let's go. Let's get this live started. All you gotta do is double tap the screen. Subscribe to the channel. You can't comment unless you're a subscriber. So let's go. Let's get started, man. And a lot of people been copying my whole... I've been seeing a lot of Look, it's all good. I ain't hating on nobody. Get your coins however you get them. But I also seen a lot of people who was up at that trial start copying my whole style, bro. It's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I could be very trendy to some of y'all. But, all right, so let's get started on the Tisa Tell story, man. And Tisa telling more lies as well. Let's get into, y'all want to start on the more lies she told, or y'all want to start from the beginning, from yesterday and move up to today? Y'all want to start from the beginning, or y'all want to skip and just go forward and move backward? How y'all want to do? Start from now or go from the beginning? Now or the beginning? Y'all let me know, and we finna get started right now. Y'all want to start from yesterday? All right, cool. We can start from yesterday. All right, so what went down was there had already been some ruffles in the. I can say everything now because I ain't got to go back to the motherfucker. But it's some people who work in that federal building who know some shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all do see, I'm not lying, because I already had a leaked verdict before the verdict came in. Am I lying? Did I not have I told y'all the verdict before the verdict came. I had the verdict an hour or 2 hours before it actually came in. I told y'all what it was gonna be. I told y'all he wasn't gonna get found guilty of none of that shit. I told y'all he was only gonna get found guilty of the prostitution charges. I told y'all that. So I already had. It's some shit going on. All I can say is about that is some people who be inside or whoever. I'm not saying it was no jurors. I'm not saying it was no employees. I'm not saying who did what. All I'm gonna say is I got some connections in that building, right? So that building had already let it be known Diddy wasn't finna get. And I can say this, I also got word yesterday, but this is not about Tisa right here, but I do want to tell y'all before I get started on that, I got a word yesterday from when I was in that building. All I'm gonna say is someone leaned down and talked to me. And if you was in the vicinity, if you seen me in the courtroom and you seen somebody bend down and talk to me, you know I'm not lying, because you seen somebody in a suit walk up to me, bent down and start talking to me. They were telling me some shit. That judge is against Diddy. That's all I'm gonna say. That judge is against P. Diddy. But that judge, and he gonna try, and that judge gonna try to hit him when it come down. When it come down to sentencing, that judge gonna try to hit him with some shit. Also, they gonna try to get him in Cali. Remember, Ratchettv said it. California coming after Diddy next. Man, they trying their hardest to get rid of Puff Dog, and I'm so happy that P. Diddy basically won the case. You know what I'm saying? 90% of that case, Diddy beat the feds, dog, and I'm so happy he did that. So let's get back to Tisa. So if you see somebody lean down and talk to me in the courtroom yesterday, if you see people talking to me, and you see that I got all this information, you know I might be telling the truth about this, right? So somebody they didn't tell me this part about Tisa, this wasn't told to me directly. This came to me third party. People been talking in that building. So somebody in that building let it be known that the prosecution paid Tisa to be there. The prosecution set up a nice corner in a fenced area that was really for real legitimate media. And I ain't hating. Trust me and believe me, there's no shade, there ain't no hate in my blood about nothing. So the real people with press passes, real media like CNN, TMZ, whoopie whoopie whoop, they had this special spot. But the feds got a little fenced off area for Tisa, right? I wasn't tripping on that. Do your thing. Hey, hey, salute. Do your thing. So, and one thing about me, Ratchet Gang, no, I ain't no hater, bro. I don't hate on nobody, fam. So let's get this out the way too before we. No. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So the feds had already gave her this little fenced-in area. Whoopie whoopie whoop. So Tisa, they had already let it be known in that building that these people are paying. Not only, she ain't the only one though. They were paying several people. There's another Caucasian girl that's a content creator, and y'all know who I'm talking about, the little surprise chick. They were paying her as well, allegedly, because there was a couple people who had some real strong opinions, and I wouldn't even call them opinions. You're just lying. Just flat out lying. So they invited this person out there to spin the narrative. No, her content name is like That Surprise. No, talking about. Alright, so Tisa had already had this little spot with the whoop. You could see that she doxed and also she doxed 2 of the federal witnesses. Now that I got back down here, I find out Tisa was the one that was supposed to be removed from the courtroom. Tisa was the one who doxed Mia, and Tisa doxed Gina. Tisa doxed both of these people. Everybody knows she did it. Every content creator knows that Tisa was the one who really doxed these people twice. She doxed these people twice online. There was an email that was sent to the judge and to the prosecution and to the defense team. We know the defense team didn't leak this information. How did Tisa find out that the email was sent out the day it was sent out? Why does Tisa leave with the prosecution every day? Why does she go off into these little rooms? Because she was working with the fucking federal government to take Diddy down. She was getting paid to spin a narrative. This was found out by all the content creators from inside of that damn building, because the inside of that building ain't all corrupt. So let me start off by saying it's some good people in that building, in that federal building. Not all those people are against Diddy. Some of those workers will come to me and ask me questions on the low. Like, hey, no. I'm not gonna put nobody out there because I don't want nobody. I don't want to put nobody under fire. They say you're not lying. No, I'm definitely not lying. If you was there, you know. If you saw me in that building, you saw people walk up to me in suits and kind of real quietly and walk off. There was some gentlemen in that building, some women in that building who really wanted to see Diddy come home. Now, this information was found out by everybody. I get down here again, I get some more information about the shit. So once the Diddy case wrapped up, I never wanted to, this wasn't me targeting someone or harassing someone or bullying. This was me asking you to tell the truth now. Now we don't gotta do this no more. We don't gotta dance around this. It's over. Let's chop it up. You've been paid by these people. You lied. You wanna, and you don't want to admit to the lies you told on Diddy. So I walk up to you and I just start asking you, hey, and the reason, and let me explain this. The reason why I was loud, the reason why I was yelling it, and the reason why I drew so much attention was because every news outlet that was doing this was standing right there. This is not a spot that I was trying to get no clout off of because I'm Ratchettv. I don't need clout, bro. I don't do this shit for no clout. I already got clout. I don't need a moment. I already had my moments on the internet. I still have them. I got all the moments. You can go back and look at my resume. So this ain't me clout chasing. Like, y'all know me well enough. If you've been here for long enough, I don't do no clout chasing, bro. I am the clout. So when I was yelling it, I was yelling it so everybody that was filming live, not content creators, because all the content creators was on the other side. Y'all remember I walked back over there and told them, like, y'all missed it. Because they was all over there on the other side. There was a few content creators over there, and everybody started pulling their cameras out once they figured out something was going on. But I was yelling it so that everybody that was media could hear it. That's why I walked all the way to the end and was like, yeah, all y'all, I wasn't just talking to Tisa. I said, all y'all been lying. All of y'all have been lying on Diddy. All of y'all been giving misinformation on the case. All y'all been lying. So I wasn't targeting Tisa. I was targeting the media. The old media, who Tisa is really trying to go work for Fox and Nancy Grace and CNN. She's gonna leave. Look, my black people, you think that woman cares about you? You're sadly mistaken. That woman don't give a damn about none of y'all. she's gonna leave and go dip off and go be a newscaster somewhere. She looking for a job. She looking for a federal job. She trying to get hired by somebody. She don't give a damn about none of this stuff. She don't give a damn about the black community. She don't give a damn about none of us. And she made it very clear, which I'm gonna bring up that later on. So when I was out, I'm gonna get to every piece of this story because it's some shit y'all missed too that happened off camera with me and Tisa. So I was only targeting the media. It was not just an attack on Tisa and Ratchet is hating and oh my God, he's going after Tisa. No, this was me talking to the whole media. So when you go back and look at the clip, and even if you go look at it from someone else's view, go watch me walk all the way down to the end where all the cameras are. Watch me walk all the way back up and leave. Watch me come back up. Go all the way down there and come back and get right to Tisa. And said, Tisa, you need to tell him how you've been lying. Because you're laughing. I see you laughing in the corner when I'm saying certain shit. So okay, let's just skip all the bull. I don't need to talk to these people. Everybody know what CNN does. Everybody know this is fake news. Everybody know what these people been doing. It's cool. I don't gotta say nothing else to y'all because y'all are gonna get this story anyway. I'm gonna be loud enough so all y'all can hear me. Let's get to you now, since you are in this little fenced off area where the feds gave you a special little spot, and they sending you special little emails, and the federal prosecution was talking to you directly, and they gave you the security. Those were feds that she was with. That's the part no one is understanding. Tisa is a fed. I didn't lie about nothing. I'm giving you facts. That girl is a fucking fed. She is working for the prosecution. They gave her that special security. If I'm lying, drop the caps. If I'm telling the truth, drop the gems. I got no reason to lie on this lady. And I got no reason to, and I never attacked her. If you go back and look at it, I never cussed at her. Only time I started going tit for tat was when she started coming out of her face. I only was saying to her, Tisa, I never cussed. I never disrespected her. I just said, Tisa, you've been telling lies. Why did you lie on Diddy's family? Why did you bully these people? You owe Diddy's family an apology. You owe Diddy an apology now. After all the lies you done told, you don't think you owe these people an apology? After every bit of false information you've given in this case, matter of fact, and this is what really pushed me to do it. The day before it, Tisa Tells is the first one that went on her platform and said Diddy was found guilty of all 5 charges. All 5 counts. Diddy was guilty. Am I lying on that, y'all? Did Tisa Tells not say Diddy was found guilty of all 5 counts at first? Am I lying? I'm gonna wait. Am I lying, y'all? And we only got 300 likes on the screen with 1,400 people in here. Double tap that screen, y'all. Double tap that screen. Give me the 500 likes, man. Double tap that screen. Okay, so we're gonna do this by gems and we're gonna do this by caps. Did Tisa Tells go on her platform and say Diddy? She was the first one when the verdict allegedly came in, the day, not the day the verdict actually came in, but the day the verdict allegedly came in, and it was like, we got 2, 3, 4, and 5, but we don't got 1. Did Tisa Tells not go on her platform and say Diddy was found guilty of all 5 counts? She was the first one trying to spin that narrative. And I was correcting everybody in that court building, and I was correcting everybody outside. No, they have not come up with a verdict. But I was inside, and everybody ran inside because Tisa was outside telling everybody that Diddy was already found guilty. And she keeps saying, what did she lie about? That's another lie, Tisa. You got on your platform and said Diddy was found guilty of all 5 counts. Everybody ran into the court building. Diddy guilty, y'all. Diddy guilty, y'all. Diddy guilty. Diddy got found guilty of all 5 counts. Diddy guilty. He got found guilty of all 5 counts. Tisa Tells, she breaking the news. Tisa Tells. What? There's no verdict that fucking came down. What are y'all talking about? There was no verdict at this point. So, again, that's another lie Tisa told. So, she also went on, like I said, she went on to say all this misinformation. So me, I just walked up to her, and I never walked up to her. If you pay attention to it, let's see. I'm like 10 to 15 feet away from Tisa. I was not close to her at all. I never provoked her. I was not attacking a woman. This was not, now she's twisted it in people's minds to make people believe that I was attacking her. Oh, now you're a black woman. You don't even date black men. Let's start there. You're not even of the culture. Why don't you tell the people who you really are? It's gonna, now mark my words, all her tea gonna spill out real soon. Listen to what I'm never wrong. Her day is coming. It's not a threat. Let me make that clear. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. I don't want issues with nobody. I'm just saying your tea is gonna spill all over the internet. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying it in no threatening manner. So don't start twisting my words, Karen. Don't start twisting my words, Karen. Your tea gonna spill all over. Your tea gonna spill all over the internet soon. And you date YT boys. You date YT boys. You do not like black men. Let's start there. All right. So I wasn't targeting a woman. I was targeting the truth, and I wasn't even being disrespectful. So when you go back and listen to it, matter of fact, y'all remember what I said? It's still all over the internet. It's going viral everywhere. I got on my platform and I stood my ground on the truth. And all I did was walk up and say, Tisa, why did you start lying on these people? Tisa, why you been lying? Tisa, what? And then she started getting cocky. She called me a broke ass N-word. She called me, said I was dusty, said I was broke, said I was jealous of her, said she got more money than me. She said she was going off to be, now she was the one who started being disrespectful. I told you you're a liar, and you told me in return I'm broke. Which, Tisa, if we bring out the receipts, I made more money than you on YouTube, and I can prove it. You have only made $99,000 in super chats, and you've been on YouTube for damn near 20 years. I've been on YouTube for 4 years, and I've already made damn near $200,000 in super chats. I'm at 190. This is just super chats. This is only, I'm not talking about revenue. I'm only talking super chats. You've only made $99,000 in super chats your whole fucking career, and you've been around, and I can show you the proof of that. You've only made $99,000 to my $197,000. Ratchettv damn near made. Look, I'm getting closer to $1 million that I've made on YouTube. You're not even there yet, so we can't talk. You don't want to talk money with me. You just started making money 2 months ago with Diddy's name in your mouth. And I might or might not have been in contact with Diddy's family, and they may or may not be about to sue your ass. I may or may not have been in touch with Diddy's family, and you may or may not be about to be getting sued by the Combs Enterprise for defamation of character. You might be having a lawsuit, a few lawsuits come your way, Tisa. Because I might have talked to Diddy's family, but I might not have. And they might have said, I'm finna sue her, or they may have just said, nah, we don't know. I'm gonna just leave that there. I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah, I wasn't attacking Tisa yesterday. That was literally just me tired of the BS, and everybody's been lying. When we sat in the same courtroom together, and I did not have an issue with you, and a lot of YouTubers lie. And I didn't have, and I honestly said I don't have a problem with that lady. I never said a bad word about her until the end of the trial, when she did that bullshit the day before. And then the information came out that same day. The same day that she went and did that shit and said Diddy was found guilty of all 5 counts. And then I get home. No. Matter of fact, that same day, Ratchet, it happened on live. Matter of fact, it happened on live. Remember, somebody walks up to me and says, hey, Ratchet, I got some tea for you tomorrow. And I was like, what happened? She's like, you on live? And then I was like, yeah. She's like, I can't tell you. And I put my live on mute. And that's when the information was gave to me right there about she working with the feds. Do y'all remember? Am I lying? This happened while I was on live with everybody. So I get on live and I'm walking around, and then somebody walks up to me and said, Ratchet, I got some tea for you tomorrow. And I was like, what happened? What happened? They was like, tell me now. They was like, nah, I'm gonna tell you tomorrow. And they was like, are you on live? And I was like, yeah. They was like, oh, I can't tell you. And I put my live on mute and I put my phone to the ground. And I had a conversation for like 30 seconds. And I was like, ooh, shit, y'all, somebody finna get exposed tomorrow. Remember that, right? I don't make none of this stuff up. I don't lie on none of this shit. So that was when the information was already given to me that Tisa Tells was a federal informant and she was working with the prosecution team and she's being paid. And they gave her a little special booth. She's been running around the building, going into little corners and little rooms. She also, 2 witnesses walked off the stand and talked right to her. Deontay and I believe, no, it wasn't me. I can't remember the other one, but it was 2, and I seen it for myself. Walking out the stand and talk, and they didn't acknowledge nobody in the courtroom. Boom. And then she also lied and said Diddy looked at her or somebody. Diddy turned around and was like, I know you too. That never happened. Tisa lied so much in the Diddy case. Salute to Barbara Jordan for the $2. Thank you. And salute to Lisa G for the 20. Hold on, I can't see that on that screen. Lisa G said, and you didn't threaten her. I couldn't believe she said that. You definitely telling the truth. Oh, we ain't even there yet. Thank you for that $20. But yeah, you speeding up. I'm gonna get to that. No, we gonna address that. That's the new information of her telling more lies. We still on yesterday. We still on previous shit. Thank you for that $20. But yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Thank you for that. Thank you for reminding me. So yeah, Tisa had been going around spinning the narrative. And mods, I'm not reading none of the comments, so just get rid of the trolls. My mods control my chat. If y'all say some slick shit to me, they just gonna block you. So I'm just letting y'all know now. If y'all start talking slick in the comments, my mods just gonna block you, man. So it is what it is. Or they gonna do. My mods control my chat. I don't really give a damn what they do. So back to what I was saying. All of these lies Tisa was telling, right? So that was the only reason why I did that. It wasn't for a moment. It was just the end of the trial. Some information was given to me. People wasn't moving fast enough, and I was already like, you know what? I'm on go. I know the real information. Let's just get this shit out the way. Tisa, you're a liar. What? You lied. Talk to the people. All that money you stole from your chat, are you gonna get them the money back? Because you lied about all the information. Only thing you didn't lie about is the transcript she was reading, because it was like the defense could have a moment where the defense. Now, hold on. Before I even say this, Ratchet Gang, when the defense was sloppy, did I not get on the internet and be like, man, the defense look goofy as hell right now. The prosecution cooking their ass. The prosecution is winning this shit. Damn, it ain't looking good for Diddy right now. Did I not say shit like that? I never was biased towards just because I felt my way. I still gave you real facts of the case. When I got out that courtroom and I'm reading you what happened today, and I'm reading all my notes, I gave y'all the truth. I was like, damn, bro, Diddy is looking bad right now. I don't know that he could win this. They proven right now it's looking like they can prove what the RICO is by some of the language they saying. The defense look bad right now. And Agnafilo fucked up here. This part, they fucking up, man. The defense looking goofy right now. I would tell y'all the truth. Salute to my boy G Money said, that explains why her wig parted like that. Raggedy bitch, sue her ass for defamation. Yeah, G Money, thank you for the $50, man. My boy G Money came in and threw up the 50-piece McNugget. Salute to G Money in the building. Yeah, man. And she looked like Peg Bundy with that big ass wig on. Let's start there. But anyway, what was I on? She gave up all this damn misinformation in the case, and it just was. I was sick of it. She lied on everything. Oh yeah. This is back to my point. Whenever the defense would have a good moment, and the defense would really have strong points, she never reported this. She act like none of this shit never happened. I'm like, we just came out the same courtroom. How did you have this bit of information? You skipped over all that. And then Tisa was never even in the courtroom. Tisa would get up and leave for hours and come back with all the information. So where was you at? Ask anybody who was there from the content creator side, or if anybody just know this stuff from the public. But it's more content creators who know I'm not lying about this. I was in the courtroom with Tisa on most times that I was in the courtroom. Tisa would get up and walk out the courtroom for hours and come back, and she would even steal my notes. I wasn't tripping, you know. She was like, what happened, what happened, what happened? So some of the information she was getting from me. That's neither here nor there. It's all, I share information with anybody. It's just, this is, all it is the truth. All it is the facts of the case. So we was all in the courtroom, and she would just leave for hours. That's how we found out that she was walking into special rooms with the prosecution. They would let her get close to witnesses. Then she lied about talking to Kanye West. And everybody on the content creator side knows that Tisa walked in the courtroom and didn't even know Kanye was there. And she said she never spoke to him, but got on her fucking platform and lied and said she had a conversation with Kanye. She's a liar, bro. That girl is a liar. So this is all I'm doing is letting y'all know she wanted to come up and say what she lied. These are all the lies she was, and there's more. Tisa Tells lied about everything she said in the case, damn near. The only thing she didn't lie about is the transcripts that she would read, and that's about the only thing she didn't lie about. Other than that, I would say 75 to 80% of the information she gave in the Diddy case was false reporting. She never told the truth about any of this shit. All right. So now, after that happened, after it went down, we're back in the courtroom, and they were about to do the bond hearing. We thought it was going to be at 1 o'clock. So at 1 o'clock, we all go back up to the courtroom. Tisa Tells is sitting behind me. I told her right there again, quietly, you're a liar. You need to stand on the truth, and you need to tell your people the truth. So we're getting up to leave, and I walk up to her and I said, Tisa, you keep lying to the people. You need to get on your platform and tell the truth. I never asked anybody from the content creator side if I was disrespectful to her in the courtroom. I only walked up to her and quietly said, Tisa, don't go out there lying. You need to go tell your fans the truth. And she was sitting down and I was standing up, and I walked out. As I got to the elevator, Tisa walks behind me. She's standing right here like a Karen, breathing down my fucking neck. And she's like, what were you saying? 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 I'm like, look, lady, I said you're a liar. What did I lie about? I said everything. Name one thing. So I named one thing. And she's like, I didn't lie about that. Tisa, you clearly did. And all the content creators was too pussy to even say anything. Y'all know, they'll say it when she's not around, but right there in the act, nobody stand on 10, nobody stand on business, because these content creators too afraid of confrontation. It ain't even about picking on people. This is just about the truth. That's it. Why y'all not standing on business? But to my ear, oh, you right, Ratchet, you right. Say it then. Don't come to me telling me I'm right and talking shit behind her back. I'll talk shit behind her back and say it to her motherfucking face. That's the difference between me and y'all favorite content creators. I'm not afraid of nothing. So we right there talking on the by the elevator, and then and then she started being disrespectful. She's like, you sound like you're just a fan who watches me too much. I said, Tisa, this ain't me watching you. This is shit that gets sent to me. But everybody knows you're a liar, Tisa. And she's like, well, you're just broke and mad. And I was like, Tisa, you don't want to play the money game with me. I said, you're just hot right now, baby. I've been hot. You just now getting momentum. So I was like, I ain't even finna do that in the courtroom. Whatever, And she's like, yeah, because you're the janitor. You're the help. You're the janitor. You're a janitor. And I'm like, Tisa, bro. And our mom was standing there, and he's laughing. Oh, she got you with that one. I'm like, bro, I don't care. If you got to resort to insults, that shows that I'm telling the truth. You notice how when people start getting outed for the shit they really have done, they start saying, well, you're ugly. Well, you're this. You're a B. You're this. Like, people start being like disrespectful when the truth comes out. That's how you know I'm not lying. I never was disrespectful to the girl. I only started talking shit when she did. I would only start making jokes when she did. So go back and watch both of our lives. And some people got us side by, I can't remember the platform, but there's one who got us on the YouTube channel. They got her live and my live at the same time. And then when Lovely T walks up, they even put her in the middle. They got all of our lives together watching everything in real time, and you can clearly see she was the first one throwing out the insults. She was the first one talking about money. She was the first one. I didn't start talking about a wig until she started calling me Dusty. And Emily knows everything was being, with her messy ass. She was over there saying, ooh, Ratchet, did you hear what she said about you? She was over here calling you Dusty and broke and called you a broke a ninja. She was the one doing it. And I was like, oh, you said I was broke? That's when I walked back. I'm like, you said I was broke, Tisa? I still never called her a bitch. I never called her her name. I never was violent. I never was threatening. I never walked towards her. I stood back, and I never had. And then it was some dude who got on his live and said, yeah, because I walked up to Ratchet and I said something like, you a goofy as fam. Why I would have licked the palm of my hands and put it up, boy? What? Well, you ain't walk up to me and say a motherfucking thing. Chat, y'all know damn well didn't no man try to confront me yesterday. So you get off your platform lying, brother. I'm still out here. You can come confront me right now. Fuck you talking about he wasn't gonna do nothing because I was there. Who? What? Fuck are you talking about? Nigga, you know, didn't no dude come between and say a damn word to me. Somebody, yeah, and I know he heard me. I know he heard me. Man, if I would have heard you, you would have got cussed. You would have got cussed out because you a dude. I didn't even cuss the lady out. I was being really respectful. I was just being loud so all the media would catch it, and they could not block me out of their channel because they was live streaming and they was gonna hear every word I said. I wanted that on every news outlet. That's the reason why I was being overly like, here go Ratchet being Ratchet, yelling. No, I was only being loud so everyone could get the point. So again, we on the elevator and she was popping it on the elevator without cameras around. And that's how you know that's the real Tisa Tales right there. That the one that was breaking character, dancing and sweating and resulting in insults to black men because she doesn't like black men, allegedly. So she was the first one throwing out the insults. She was the first one disrespectful. She was the first one that cussed me out, called me out my name. She was the first one. I never was disrespectful to the lady outside, and I never was disrespectful to her in that courtroom. She disrespected me outside, and she disrespected me in the courtroom. So she got what she got. It is what it is. And she deserved every bit of that. And everybody came up to me and was like, oh my God, Ratchet, she needed to hear that. Ratchet, you were telling the truth. They ain't gonna come out and say it, but everybody was walking up to me like, oh my God, Ratchet. Everybody been wanting to do that. Thank God you just cussed her out. Thank God you just went off on Tisa. Oh my God, she needed to hear that. Everybody knows she's a liar. All the content creators don't fuck with her because she's a liar. Right? So, then, after everything is over, Tisa Tales goes to Nancy Grace and says that me and everyone threatened her, and we said we wanted to unalive her. She said I wanted to unalive her. She said I told her that I'm gonna do you worse than Diddy did Cassie. What? What conversation? Like she's a Karen, and she's further proven my point that all she does is lie. She went to Nancy Grace and said, I had to leave the court. Nancy's like, why did you have to leave the court building? Why are you in a car right now? Why? She's like, I had to leave. They wanted to kill me. They were threatening me. They were all threatening me. They were like a wild pack of wolves. Like hyenas. They were foaming at the mouth like dogs. You can't make this shit up. She literally, am I lying, chat? Drop the gems if I'm telling the truth. Drop the caps if I'm lying right now. Drop the gems if I'm telling the truth. Drop the caps if I'm lying. So she's further proving my point that she's a liar. No one surrounded. She said she was surrounded by nothing but the media and the content creators, and everyone was viciously attacking her. And we were out for blood, and we wanted her dead. I'm like, what? You're a Karen. You just went on this fucking platform and lied again, further proving my point. You're a liar. Salute to DJ Smoke for that membership. And y'all be sure to drop a super chat, gang. Be sure to drop a super chat. We need 50 subscribers to hit 190,000. We almost at 200,000, y'all. We need 50 people to subscribe to the channel. Can everybody double tap their screen and give me to 1,000 likes, please? Come on, y'all. And give me to 1,000 likes. So she went on that platform and straight up told Nancy Grace that I and other people, she had to leave. She said I had to flee. She said I had to flee because they wanted me dead. They were trying to unalive me. But she used the K-I-L-L word. She said we wanted to unalive her. We were out for blood. We were foaming at the mouths like a wild pack of dogs. Tisa said we were foaming at the mouth like a wild pack of dogs. We wanted her dead yesterday. I said, what is she talking about, bro? That never happened, bro. Like, I was on live the whole time, and Nancy was like, I can't believe those people. I can't believe those people did you like that. How dare them? Now you have to be protected. We don't want Tisa Tails to die. We have to stop these people. I can't believe they did that to you. I can't believe they would say such things to you. I know. I know. Tisa, you're an actress. You're a Karen. You belong right with Nancy Grace. 2 bitches, 1 cup. You and Nancy are one of a fucking kind. Like, y'all definitely deserve each other. Fuck you and Nancy Grace, Tisa. Like, both of y'all deserve each other. And she over there flipping her wig. Like, girl, you got that same dry ass Peg Bundy wig you've been wearing since day one. That same outfit you recycling, and you have the same. You got about 3 or 4 pair of pants and 5 shirts, and you just keep on switching them up and trying to act like these new outfits. Girl, you wearing the same shit over and over. Stop playing with me. See, I wasn't even trying to be disrespectful. I was being nice to your tacky dressing ass. You know what I'm saying? I was being real nice to your tacky ass out there. Salute to Lisa G says, yes, she did. I was like, oh my gosh, she's a victim now. Yes, she said that I told her that I'm going to do you worse than Diddy did Cassie. You made that up. What I said was, you're a liar, you're another Cassie Ventura. That's what I said. I didn't say I'm gonna do you like Diddy did. I know I can repeat everything I said. And that ain't insensitive to no victims. I wasn't even talking about the beating. I said, you're another Cassie Ventura. You're a liar, like Cassie. That's what I said. Cassie is a liar and you're a liar. That's what I said. I can repeat exactly what I said because it was on my live and I ain't delete the live. It's still up. So, do y'all remember me saying that? That's what I said. Candy, you heard me yesterday. Didn't I say, you're a liar. You're another Cassie Ventura. You are a liar just like Cassie. That's what I said. I don't know if it's in those exact same words, but that is what I said. Like, dang, you can't rewrite what I said. I said, you're a liar. You're another Cassie Ventura. That's exactly what I said. So she went on Nancy Grace and said, he told me, I'm going to do you worse than Diddy did Cassie. I can't believe you say such things to me. I was just trying to cover a story, Nancy. I just wanted to cover the story, Nancy. They were foaming at the mouths. They were surrounding me. I had to leave. I had to get out of there. I was like, what the fuck? Nobody's like, to be real, I think maybe only 2 or 3 people even walked up to her and said anything. I was the first one, and I think one other dude and a girl. Nobody, they were surrounding to get footage of the shit. Nobody was surrounding her like a wild pack of wolves, like foaming at the mouths, like a wild pack of dogs. Like, girl, you had about 2 or 3 people say, Tisa, stop lying, and they waited till I did it, and then I left, and then they came and did it. So, I mean, no, that didn't happen. Nobody walked up to Tisa and formed a circle around her and a mosh pit. And why would you have to? Now, this is the part I'm gonna show y'all she's lying. You had 2 armed security guards with you. 2 armed security. So if you were being surrounded by a wild pack of dogs foaming at the mouth, wouldn't they be able to use some sort of force to remove these people around you? Why would you have 2 armed security guards? And so you need to fire your security, because if I had 2 armed security guards, you ain't getting shit off on me. Hey, y'all getting paid, nigga. What are y'all doing? Come on, fix this. I'm live. Fix that. She tried to sick them on me. She was like, remove him. Get him removed. Girl, I bet the fuck they won't. Because first of all, I'm not being violent. I'm not threatening you. And I'm not even close to you. So they can't tell me. I got a freedom of speech. Why do you think all those police was over there and no police said nothing to me? Because I did nothing wrong. I was just asking the woman to tell the truth. Remove him. Remove him. Get him removed. First of all, Karen, I'm not going anywhere. I bet the fuck they won't put a finger on me. Okay, Karen? Girl, put your little ashy ass hand down. Quit flipping that dry ass wig. And let the people know the truth. And tell them who you really are. You're a fed. I told the truth. That's it. She's a demonic woman. She showed her true colors in that courtroom. Like, she really believes she's above everybody. This Diddy case got her feeling like she's above and beyond everybody. Right? So hold on. So we'll do this here. I'll do this. Let me show y'all this. Now watch this. So look. Hold on. All right, here we go. Oops. I spelled it wrong, my bad. All right, let's do this. So look, this is Tisa Tells, right? It's Tisa Tells. It's her page. So when you go to it, see right here, this is her page. This is her page, right? Go to her super chats. She just yesterday hit 100,000 total revenue in super chats. Just yesterday, she's hit 100,000 in total revenue on super chats. Total revenue on super chats, right? $100,000. Look, let's go to Ratchettv. That's me, right? That's me, right? Ratchettv. Let's watch this, y'all. So, you go to super chats here, and look, I'm on live right now. I just made $97. This is current. I just made $97 on this live right now. We $3 away from 100. And if y'all send another super chat in, I'm gonna show you the update. This is real. So that's today's revenue. I just made 97 right now, right? Now you go to total revenue. Total revenue on super chats, $197,000, right? So you can't don't ever play the money game. I told you we're not gonna play money game because I'm gonna win. You don't got more money than me. And that's only super chats. That ain't got nothing to do with my whole platform. I'm like, Tisa, you just now getting hot, baby. I've been hot. Now watch this. See that $10 now? In a couple minutes, that's gonna update. You just seen I had 97, right? It'll update here in a couple minutes. And when it updates, I'm gonna show y'all again. So in a couple minutes, I'll go back and it'll update and I'll show y'all. All right, let me get back on here. All right, thank you. Who was that? Thank you, Miss Faye, for that $10. I appreciate you so much. Salute, salute. So again, Tisa showed her true colors, and this is how she really feels about black people. This is the real Tisa tells. This is the real her. You don't like us, you don't like our community, you're just doing exactly what I'm not, look, I don't got a racist bone in my body. I love everybody, right? But a lot of people try to use our culture. There's a lot of people of the opposite who use our culture and spread misinformation and want to see this culture fall. And my biggest point from the P. Diddy case was this wasn't about Diddy. This was bigger than Diddy. I'm not a Diddy supporter. I'm not for Diddy. I was for the truth. I'm not a Diddy supporter. So, I mean, if you want to believe that by my commentary on the situation, that's cool. This was bigger than P. Diddy. And what I was trying to say is, P. Diddy, if he went down for all of these charges, the entire industry is fucked. Our culture is over. Diddy just won for the culture. Y'all don't get it. Your favorite artist, your favorite rapper, he could have gotten hit with a RICO. If Diddy would have if this was a RICO, everybody's in a RICO. The police are trying to get rid of the hip hop industry, and they're gonna go after Jay-Z eventually. Jay-Z's gonna get this eventually. This ain't over for Diddy, and they're gonna come after everybody who has any influence in the industry. And Diddy is owed $2 billion from Diageo. Diageo has what, 51 or some $billion, or I can't remember the exact number. 200 billion or something they worth. I can't remember the exact number. So they owe Diddy $2 billion, and this RICO is a setup for them not to be able to pay Diddy. But just know that Diddy is owed $2 billion by Diageo. He's still owed $2 billion from Diageo, and they don't want to pay him. So they're going to try to unalive Diddy sooner or later. Diddy wants to get the fuck out of this situation as quick as he can so he can protect himself. Rightfully so, though. Now, Diddy's guilty of a lot of shit. Diddy could have gotten arrested for a lot of shit. They just chose the wrong things. And my point for the Cassie commentary is they were trying to use Cassie and to build a RICO. And that what he did to Cassie ain't a RICO. The feds did the sloppiest work that they could do. The feds did the sloppiest work they can do. And I told y'all, the feds have been getting cooked by a lot of rappers, bro. Oops. The feds been getting cooked by a lot of rappers, bro. By a lot of rappers. Hold on, who just dropped me a super chat? Salute to Slow Down, Son. You killing them, free Diddy. Salute to October, babe. I appreciate you for that $5. Salute. Thank you to all the new people, man. Make sure you double tap the screen, y'all. We need 200 people to double tap that screen to get to 1,000 likes. Make sure all the new people get a subscription, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Salute to East Oakland. Max says, new sub here. Keep exposing her fake ass. Thank you for the $5. A lot of people are loving what I did to Tisa Tells because she deserved it, bro. Can I be a moderator? You gotta have a membership to even be a mod over here, and you gotta support the channel. My mods drop super chats, and they all got memberships. So make sure you got a membership, and then, you know what I'm saying, we could speak about that later. Salute to East Oakland, man. Shoot, you right. Diageo net worth is 60. Okay, so there you go. See, I just couldn't remember the exact number. After 50 something, I didn't remember the number, but look, Diageo is worth a lot of money. They owe Diddy $2 billion, bro. That's what this is about. And I've been saying that this was all about Diageo. Diageo owes Diddy $2 billion right now. And they're gonna get and he's trying to get his money. Calling someone a liar in a court case when this is paperwork and you can prove that this is not disrespectful. If I was out here lying and someone walked up to me and called me out for the lies I told, look, I got on here and said, I have the leaked verdict. Here's the verdict, y'all. If it would have came back Diddy was guilty of all 5 counts, wouldn't everyone would have called me a liar? That's not disrespectful. That means I got on my platform and fucking lied and got called out for it. Salute Paul for the $10. Thank you, Paul. So I got on here yesterday and said, I have the leaked verdict, y'all. I know the verdict. The verdict ain't even out yet, but I know it. Here's the verdict. Here's what's gonna happen, y'all. If I was wrong about that, wouldn't everyone would have surrounded me out that courtroom? Ratchet, why'd you get on your platform and lie? You're a liar, bro. I can't get mad at them. I'd be like, damn, I was wrong. Shit. I own it, y'all. I would have had to get on my platform and get trolled by everybody. If I was wrong, do you not know how many people would have been loving to say Ratchettv was wrong? There he goes lying. Told y'all Ratchet's a liar. There he go lying again. People would have been foaming at the mouth for real to call me out for being a liar. Motherfuckers couldn't wait to say I was lying. Salute to Angie for that $5. Says, you are the best. RG4L, salute. I appreciate that. Salute, salute, salute. I appreciate you. Hold on, look. So look at this. So now look. That's how you know I'm not making them numbers up. Today's revenue, I made 117. Actually, it's 135, but it's still updating. It's still updating. I made 135 on this live, and it's gonna keep updating. That's how you know I'm not making the numbers up. Tisa she don't make more money than me on YouTube. That's facts. So like she just now starting to get hot. So anyway, and a lot of her subscribers are starting to see the light. I'm not lying on that lady. Tisa Tells got caught in a bunch of lies, and that was it. And I wasn't even disrespecting her by saying it. That's just it. Nobody's perfect. It was about accountability. This is a federal case. You completely lied about everything. You had a chance to be unbiased. You had a chance to just split it down the middle like everybody else was doing. Certain people was Team Diddy, certain people was Team Prosecution. I was Team Truth. I was right in the middle. Another person who was right in the middle covering the case was Armand Wiggins. Right in the middle, just covering the case. We wasn't the only two. I don't got time to name all the content creators. There were certain people who just covered the case right down the middle. This is what the defense said. This is what the prosecution said. The defense looked good today. The prosecution looked good today. The defense looked sloppy today. The prosecution looked sloppy today. This case was this case was it was a lot of people who she is so biased. Yeah, she is very biased. So I never was biased. I only gave direct commentary towards the situation. Certain days I say, it look like Diddy finna get life shit. I don't know, y'all. Certain days I'll be like, this case is bullshit. They ain't got no case. So I was only Team Truth. I never was Team Diddy. I never was Team Prosecution. I was only on the side of the truth. That's it. So Tisa Tells today is losing credibility. Tisa looks dumb. And she knows it. So you have to crash out and get on Nancy Grace and lie. And you're only further proving my point by continuing to lie. When you could just easily say, you know what? I was wrong about some shit. I thought he was going to be guilty of all 5 counts. I was wrong. I gave misinformation. My bad, y'all. I apologize. And everyone would have moved on. But the fact is, you continue to lie. It's like, you know how your mama catch you in a lie? Your mama like, why'd you get this F on your report card? Oh, the teachers don't like me. Like, and you get into a conference with the teachers, and the teachers are, no, your son is disrespectful, your son doesn't do his work, your daughter is this, and then they're like, no, I didn't do that. You know, it was this. It was, and you just keep adding layers to the lie. No, that lady don't like me. She this and she that. She called me this. And you just adding more and more and more layers onto it. Why didn't you clean your room? I did clean it. It's like, your room is fucking dirty. No, I did clean it. But then something, like, stop lying. You're caught. You just get caught in a lie, and you start adding lies onto the lie to make your truth be more believable. It's like, we know the truth, Tisa. You lied, and it's cool. We understand you're a content creator. Some content creators do lie. Some content creators do lie, and you got caught in a lie. Okay, you're not the first content creator to get caught in a lie, Tisa, so own it. All you had to do was just apologize even if you didn't apologize to Diddy or his family, apologize to your subscribers, to that following you got over there, and just tell them like, y'all, we was wrong. We didn't get it right, y'all. We had it wrong. Fuck. Okay, well, just like I said, Diddy was gonna get the bail. I was wrong. I thought he was. I thought he was coming home today. You see, I was getting trolled outside. I thought you said he was coming home. I was wrong. I didn't lie. That's what I believed. I believed that Diddy would get that he was gonna end up getting that bond. I was wrong. I don't have to apologize for being wrong because I didn't lie. Those were my true thoughts. But I did get on my platform and say, I know the verdict. The verdict was leaked. And I was right. The only part I had off, I didn't know that they was going to be able to come up with count one. But I told y'all he was only going to get convicted of the 2 prostitution charges. And I had first-hand information that this was about to come down. And I ran into the courtroom and that's exactly what they said. Only difference is he was found not guilty of the actual RICO. So I was right about everything. I don't lose credibility because I was right. He said the judge was angry yesterday and today. The judge is biased. And the judge does not want to see Diddy walk. The judge is really mad that Diddy beat this case. To be honest, nobody thought Diddy was going to beat this, bro. Everybody thought Diddy was done. Remember everybody trolling me, Diddy is done. And another lie she told. Diddy ain't facing 20 years. These charges, 99%. This is what's going to happen. 99%, unless they do some bullshit. Those charges run concurrent together. Those charges face a maximum penalty of 0 to 10 years. A minimum of 0 years and a maximum of 10 years. You got charged with 2 of them. It doesn't mean you're getting a maximum of 20 years. They're going to run them concurrent. So it goes into one separate charge. It goes into one charge. Yeah, she said 20. See, Candy? That girl's a liar. Candy, why don't you get you a membership over here and stop playing? Go ahead and get you a membership and be Ratchet Gang. That's facts. She said Diddy is still facing 20 years. No, he's not. He's facing 10 years. Now the judge could throw the book at him, but this goes off an offender sheet. Diddy is a first-time offender. The only other time he's been in any trouble, he was acquitted. Diddy he's been in no trouble. The only thing we know of Diddy to be facts is he abused his girlfriends. As late as June of 2024, he was abusive to his girlfriends. That's one thing we do know. But he has no conviction. He's never been charged with domestic violence. So even though we know he did it, he does not have a history of anything. We don't know Diddy to ever have been in any trouble. So they have to go off of this when they're sentencing him in the federal courts. You have to go off a sheet. So the prosecution comes up with 1. This is how you know Tisa Tells is lying. Because you left the courtroom. As a matter of fact, you didn't even go to the court hearing because you ran scared because you knew. This is how you know she's just a liar. She's got on her live and said he's facing 20 years, but the prosecution comes back and says, this is what the prosecution says. The prosecution says, we are asking that he gets sentenced from 51, I think it was 51 to 54 months. How much is 51 to 54 months, y'all? How much is it? Can anybody tell me how many years is 51 to 54 months? Anybody in the chat? All right, I told y'all yesterday how many years he was facing. They said 4 years. Okay. The defense is asking for 21 to 24 months. How much is 21 to 24 months, y'all? Someone said like 5 years, 4 years. How many is 21 to 24 months now? I told y'all this yesterday. They said 2. Okay, so Diddy is facing. So if the prosecution is only asking that he be sentenced to 4 years, and the defense is asking that he only be sentenced to 2 years, then what does it look like Diddy is facing? 2 to 4 years, right? Somewhere in the ballpark, right? Somewhere in that ballpark, right? Salute to Mimi for that gifted membership. It says, great to be back home. RG4L, keep cooking, King. Thank you, Chelsea, for the $5. So how long is Diddy facing, y'all? How many years is Diddy facing? It looks like he's gonna get sentenced a year, 2 years, maybe 3, 4, somewhere in the ballpark. And originally, before anything came down, I told y'all Diddy would only get 4 to 7 years, max. Now it's looking like he's gonna get 2 to 4, so I was right again. And Tisa Tells has been proven to be a liar again. She just keeps lying. She hates Diddy. And she couldn't make it any more obvious that you just want to see the man in jail for the rest of his life. And that's, damn, like you want to see that man. I could see if he was on trial for 5 bodies and we knew him to be a fucking serial unaliver or something like that. The only time I want to see somebody go down, I don't want to see the feds make a false case on somebody. Like, I would like to see someone go down for catching bodies and then they get life in prison for unaliving people. Now, if Diddy's ever done something like that, then the prosecution should find him guilty and convict him and try him for unaliving Biggie Smalls or Tupac or whatever, Kim Porter, something like that. If you ain't got no information like that, and so be it. Diddy's gonna walk. Diddy's not getting 20 years in prison for this. And if he gets 20 years, Ratchettv was wrong, and I'll get on here and say, damn, y'all, I was wrong. I thought he was only gonna get 2 to 4. My bad. Well, I really only thought he was gonna get 4 to 7. My bad. Tisa tells lies. Tisa telling lies. Tisa telling more lies. Yeah, I'm on live. All right, I'll hit you back when I get off. All right. Yeah, Tisa telling more lies, man. Tisa telling more lies. So she ran out of the courtroom and she never came back for the bond hearing. Why? Because she couldn't stand on it. No one surrounded Tisa. No one was out for blood. No one was foaming at the mouth. No one surrounded her in a circle, and no one ran her from the courtroom. She was not threatened by anybody. Ratchet, did you go out? Yeah, I did go out last night. I got towed up too. Yeah, hell yeah, I went out last night. I told y'all I was going out. So this has all made me a target now. Y'all start to see a lot of movement around that courtroom yesterday. It was some weird stuff happening with me yesterday. Did y'all see that live and how many damn people tried to fight me yesterday? And I had to stand on business, and y'all had to see me stand out there in that fire and stand on business. And I ain't get punked by not one soul in this motherfucker. Glad you had fun. Hell yeah, I had a lot of fun last night. Why did they put Tisa Tells in a cage? Because that's what the feds did that. I mean, there's only one explanation for that. She's working with the feds. I mean, that's further proof that I'm not lying. The feds gave her a special spot to tell her lies. Tisa, go tell more lies outside. You got a whole spot here. And they gave her armed security to go lie. Tisa Tells had a job, and they gave her a job to do. For real, they were handing out shirts. Oh, damn. I left. Once I ended my live, I left. I got the fuck out of there. I left. Because one of my subscribers, actually, I was going to the elevator, and this is right when Tisa walked up to me with the bullshit. I was walking to the elevator to come down. Tisa Tells walked up to me, and then one of my subscribers like, Ratchet. He like had some shades on, a hat, like an orange hat, some shades on, orange undershirt, and a white fucking sweatsuit. It's hot as hell out there. He had a big ass white sweatsuit on. And he takes his glasses off. I'm like, you remember me? And he gets like real close. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I know you from like the Mo 3Ks. And he like shakes my hand, but he doesn't let go. He's like looking at me. I'm like, first I let go of the hand, like, the fuck you, what is you on, fam? And then he was like, Ratchet, you remember me though, right? You remember me, right? I was like, yeah. And I'm just looking at him like, so he gets on the elevator, it's like, yeah, man. He just keeps saying, you remember me, right? You remember me? Yeah, Ratchet, you remember me, bro? And I was like, yeah. So I'm with some people, and I'm like, all right, so we go down to get our phones and stuff, because you got to put your phones up. They take your phones when you go into a federal building. So I go back out, give him the coin, get my phone, so I'm running out to go live. And then he's like, hold on, man, I'm coming. I'm like, what do you mean? Why are you even here? You know what I'm saying? Why are you in the fucking courtroom? No, hell no. Look, okay, so listen, Candy, it gets better. It gets better. So I'm on live, and I'm getting ready to go live. So I got my phone. I'm setting up the live on my phone, and he's like, "All right, Ratchet, come here." I'm like, "Come here for what?" He's like, "Come here, we gotta talk." I was like, "I don't got time to talk, bro. I got work to do. I'm working. I'm in court. I got work to do." So I was like, "I appreciate you for coming out, man." You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking off, and then he's like standing there behind me. I'm talking to Armand and Uda, and he's behind me. I look behind me, he's still standing there. I walk away. I go talk to Emily Knows Everything, whoever else. Y'all seen it. I was on live all this. So now I'm on live, and everybody I'm talking to, do y'all remember the dude with the orange hat? Do y'all know who I'm talking about? Drop the gems if you remember who I'm talking about. Drop the eyeballs if you don't know. Y'all remember the dude who, if you look in my live yesterday, there's gonna be a dude in an orange hat every corner I turn. Every corner I turn, there's a dude with an orange hat right there. Every single time I turned around, this dude was right there. Everywhere I went, and out my peripheral, I'm knowing, like, this nigga is following me everywhere. And I even mentioned it to a few people, like, bro, this dude is following me everywhere. Everywhere, he's following me everywhere. And I'm like, so and I don't know if y'all can hear this, but every time I walk past him, he goes, "Ratchet, don't forget about me. Ratchet, I'm still out here." Yeah, he had a jumpsuit on, white jumpsuit, yep. "Ratchet, I'm here. Ratchet, we gotta talk business. Ratchet, I'm still here. Ratchet, don't forget about me. Ratchet, you better not try to walk off on me. Ratchet, are you walking off on me? Ratchet, you trying to lose me? Ratchet, you trying to lose me? Ratchet, Ratchet." And I'm like, bro, like, and then he goes, he had like some sort of like, man, fucking fly. He had some sort of like a tablet in his hand or something. And then he looks at me, and this, y'all don't see this. He looks at me and he goes, and he's like flat like the tablet, and he's doing like this, and he's like, "We need to talk business. We need to talk business." So I say, y'all hear this? I go, "Bro, I'm working. I can't do a business meeting right now." He's like, "Just give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes of your time, Ratchet. I need 10 minutes. I'm like, "Fam, I'm not stopping what I'm doing." He's like, "End your live. End your live." I'm like, "Nigga, I'm not ending my live to talk to you." And he goes, "End the live. We need to talk business." Now he's getting aggressive. So are we gonna do this or not? Are we gonna do this business meeting or not? Ratchet, come on, man. You taking too long. Mind you, I never told this dude to come up to this courtroom. I don't even know you're here. He tried to. Oh yeah, we're not even there yet. He did hit my phone. He definitely did. But he's like, "Ratchet, we need to do this now." So at this point, I feel like he's stalking me. So what I do is I walk way far away from the court building. I just walk. Y'all just start seeing me walk, and I'm mad. Y'all start seeing me get mad. I'm like, "Bro, I'm finna get mad. I'm finna get mad. I'm really finna get mad now." So I walk. Excuse me. I walk, and I walk, and I walk. And I turn the corner. And when I turn the corner, I look. And he ducks behind a car. He just goes and ducks behind a car. And then I'm like, I don't see him no more. So then I go back and say, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm finna confront the dude." So I walk and I say, if he stopped me, I'm finna go off. So As soon as I hit the corner, he gets back from behind the car and he goes, whoa! Were you trying to lose me? And I said, fam, what is you on, dog? I'm working, fam. Like, you keep following me everywhere and I'm trying to work. And he's like, come on, man, we need to talk business right now. So I point the phone. No, he has his hand like this. He has his hand like when I'm talking to him now, I feel like something finna go. I feel like something finna happen because he has it's behind my phone. He's standing behind my phone, but he has his hand like, y'all can't see it, but he has his hand like real close. You can't see it. It's like right, my hand is right here, but it's like where you can't see it. He's like right there. I don't know if y'all can see his hand or not, but I don't believe y'all could. Let me know. Could y'all see his hand doing like this? Could y'all see it? I don't know if y'all can see it in the chat or not. I didn't go back and look at that part. So tell me, could y'all see his hand like right here by my face? Oh, y'all could. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm good. How are you doing? I can't say your name. Major, I don't know how to say your name, but salute to you. The verified channel, salute. Okay, so y'all could. So he has his hand like, fam, it's like 2 inches from my face. So I say, why you got your hand in my face, bro? I said, why you got your hand in my face? So I flip my camera around and turn it towards him. And you can see his face. And he goes, boom, and grab my phone. Like, don't put me on the camera. And then when he did it, what he did was he grabbed my phone and does this. That's what he did. He grabbed my phone and hit this button right here. So what he did was he grabbed my phone and boom. He tried to turn my live off. Salute, salute, salute. So I don't know what he had planned right there. So as soon as he did it, he tried to, because my phone is on a tripod. And he grabbed it and he tried to take the phone, but my phone is attached to my tripod and my tripod is tight. So you couldn't grab the phone and I'm holding the tripod. So he's holding my phone and I'm holding my tripod. He grabs the phone, he puts it down, and he tried to end my live. And he hit the button on my phone thinking that was gonna end my live. And he tried to grab my phone and take it. But my phone is on a tripod, so I grabbed my phone back. And I said, say, bro, now grab my phone back. And I'm like, hey, dog, don't fucking touch me. Why would you touch my mother phone, dog? Why would you touch my phone, dog? So now I'm mad. I'm like, bro, why would you touch my phone, bro? I don't know that y'all can hear any of this. And I'm cutting my phone back on, like, why would you touch my phone, bro? And I said, don't walk near me. I'm gonna whoop your. Don't walk near me no more, dog. Don't come back. Don't come near me, dog. Don't fucking come near me. I'm gonna whoop your. I don't know if y'all heard any of that. Did y'all hear any of that? Because I couldn't tell what was going on because my phone was blank. Did y'all hear any of that when I was saying that? You handle your business. You handle yours well, fam. Oh, so y'all did? Said some. Oh, y'all did hear that? He did. I heard you. Oh, okay, so I didn't know y'all could hear that. So he grabs my phone and he tried to take it, but I grabbed my tripod back and I snatched my phone and I kind of like, man, say, fam, I told him don't walk near me. So then he starts saying this. My chat might know my name, but don't nobody call me by my name. So when I walk off, he goes, Greg, I ain't done talking. Greg, get back here, Greg. Greg, get back here, Greg. Greg is my real name. I'm like, Greg? What you on, man? Like, man, don't say a fucking word, nigga. Don't talk to me, dog. And don't walk near me, dog. Don't come near me, dog. I'm gonna whoop your. Don't come near me, fam. Like, nigga, you don't violate my space like that, fam. Like, you already been too kind of like, I don't know what you trying to do. I don't know what business we got to talk about. We could have talked about this on, and then he's like, why you ain't been, so when oh yeah, I missed this part. So when he walks up to me in the courtroom, he's like, why you ain't been answering my calls? I left you some voicemails. I said, well, obviously I mean, you see what I do every day. I get up and go to court. And I was like, I really don't got to explain myself, bro. I'm busy. So I told him, I really don't got to explain myself to you. I'm busy, fam. I got work to do. And he's like, well, I've been calling you every day. I've been calling you, Ratchet. You remember me, right? So you take your shades off. You remember me, right? You remember me, right? You remember who I am? You remember me, Ratchet? I've been calling you, bro. I've been calling you. I've been calling you every day, fam. We need to talk. I'm like, bro, what? I'm getting weird ass vibes. Like, I don't know. I know some subscribers be kind of throwed off a little bit. I try to be nice to all my subscribers. I had one of my subscribers pull up to the courtroom and just say they want to hang out with me for the day, and I let her. It's like one of my older subscribers. She came. She wanted to just get a vibe for the courtroom. I let her hang out with me for the entire day, and I never was rude to her. I never was mean to her. I never said nothing this and that. Do I want people there with me? Well, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be. I like to just do my work and, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's cool. I'm not doing no tripping. All right, cool. So if people want to come hang out with me sometimes, I'm weirded out by a lot of shit. And never again, you know what I'm saying? Never again. But nah, but see, in New York, if I put my hands on you and we get into a fight, both of us are going to jail. You're both going to jail in New York, so you got to know where you at. I can't just hit you. My life got to be in danger. You got to touch me first. And I already felt I could have gotten away with it because I filmed it all, and I felt like my life. I did feel like my life was in danger. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of felt like something was gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be real. When he was doing all that, I wasn't scared, but I definitely got the vibe of something gonna go down. So I was ready. So, and I be telling y'all all the time when I be on it, y'all finally got to see, I'm not scared of nothing. Y'all seen that big ass dude try to come at me yesterday, and a lot of people was going live. Oh, I thought Ratchet was, a lot of people said Ratchet stood on business. Even people who didn't like me was like, bro, I thought that dude was finna whoop Ratchet ass. Ratchet got aggressive with him, and that nigga apologized to Ratchet. Y'all see in real time, fam, I'm really who I am on the internet in real life. So I felt like something was definitely finna happen, but I wasn't scared of it. But I don't know if you got a knife on you. I don't know. I know you ain't got no strap or nothing. I don't know I don't know what you on. I don't know what you finna do. I just feel like I don't want to be around you no more because I don't know what the fuck's finna happen. And you doing too much weird shit. So now I'm on live and I can't pay attention to you all the way. So I need to get you the fuck up out my way. So at that point, I grabbed my phone back and I stood back and told that nigga like, hey, now I'm telling you, walk away from me. Now I feel threatened. Now I feel like something is really gonna happen. So now, if you walk back up towards me, I'm on defense. I would have just had to go to jail. I got the money to get out. At that point, I'm willing to risk it. If he had walked back up to me and said another word to me, I would have had to just be in defense mode because I already feel like you violated my space, and I don't like to feel like that. One thing I remember in the song, it was said, Straight Drop said it in the song. Fuck Straight Drop, but he definitely said this in the song. And I still think about these words to this day. I can't let you get close to me because that means I'm too close to dying. If you get close to me, I'm too close to dying. If you let somebody get up on you, they got the ups. So you got to move in a certain way when you are somebody. You got to move a certain way. So I feel like, hey, now I gotta defend myself because I feel like now I got the chance. Like this is the people are waiting to get next to me to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm somebody on the internet that some people really want to get rid of. So I gotta move a certain kind of way. And I'm out in the public, and if you walk up on me, you can do whatever you want to me, and I can't do nothing back because you got the ups on me. You know what I'm saying? Like you let somebody stand right next to you, they can do whatever, they can just poke you and you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be standing right here next to me and just, you know what I'm saying? Just get their shit off. Somebody can walk up, boom, and just get their shit off. And you gotta carry yourself a certain way. So that was that. And then he wasn't the only one. There was the other dude who was just trying to antagonize me. The big dude who tried to fight me, and I had to stand my ground on that one. And I'm like, hey, nigga, he was like, I'm gonna show you accidents can happen in New York. I'm like, well, you want to do what you want to do because I'm not gonna shut up. And I'm standing on business. I can say whatever I want to say. I'm not threatening you. I'm not being aggressive with you. You don't like what I'm saying? You a man. You a man, I'm a man. You don't like what I'm saying? Do something about it. You don't like it, do something. He said he was gonna do it. I said, okay, we'll do it then. I'm gonna call your bluff, do it. Then once I left that altercation with old boy grabbing my phone, I'm walking back up to the court and I see Brian Steele and them, and I'm saying, great job, Brian Steele, great job, you killed it. And another dude walk up to me, he ain't killed nothing. He ain't killed nothing. Yeah, be quiet. He ain't. And I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about? So he's talking to me now. And then I turn my camera. He's like, don't you put your motherfucking camera on me. Don't you put. And I'm like, first of all, you are talking to me, and if you don't like what I'm saying, then get your weird ass the fuck away. Like, get your weird ass on, dog. So I'm like, yeah, if you don't like what I'm saying, you move, nigga. I'm not gonna shut up, nigga. What is you on? Tomorrow, don't put my. Well, you over here with all these cameras out, and you don't want to be on camera. Well, move your goofy ass out the way then. Stop talking to me. And he's like, you ain't gonna disrespect me. You ain't gonna keep me in this. I said, well, I'm gonna keep talking. What? What? He's like, and then I followed him. I was like, and I kept talking, cause ain't nobody finna punk me, dog. I'm not no punk. So one thing I'm never gonna do is be punked by anybody. We gonna have to. Hey, it is what it is. And he's like, he turned around and was like, I said, don't disrespect me. I said, I said, I'm gonna keep talking. And what? And he walked off. Yeah. And I said, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta leave. I'm gone. I'm done. And I walked off and I just ended my live. I told you I gotta get away. I gotta get away at this point. We can't do this no more because I'm finna lose it. I'm finna crash out. And they gonna get exactly what they want from me. So I gotta go. Now I feel like I'm being set up. Now I feel like the feds got people stalking me. Now I feel like the feds got people on me out here in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely do feel like that now. I feel like the feds got somebody on me in New York on some weird shit. So, yeah, man. That I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about none of this shit, man. I really don't. So, what would y'all do in my situation? You know what I'm saying? Would y'all not feel like they out to get you? Or because I feel like the feds definitely got something highly invested. I feel like the feds got something highly invested in this, and they want Diddy bad, and they want anyone who went with any narrative. They want them up out the way. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to. We did what we had to do, and I feel like I'm being targeted, and I think I'm right for feeling that way. If you watched my live yesterday, you know damn well something is not right, something wrong, something is going on with this. You know, I'm coming back to Dallas, man. I'm going home, y'all. So. We definitely going back home. It ain't nothing left for me to do here. I did exactly what I set out to do. I feel like people like me and other people helped, because I do believe the jury did watch a lot of us. I don't feel like the jury was not watching YouTube. I feel like YouTube was the main reason Diddy got off. I feel like certain people covering this case, like me and others, definitely helped the jury understand exactly what was going on. Because the mainstream media all painted one picture and a bias towards the Diddy case. A lot of people in the media, like CNN, TMZ, and this and that, and Fox, and MSNBC, all the major platforms went with the Tisa Tells narrative. Nancy Grace. Then you got people like me who went against the grain. You don't want to be the next Manny. I won't be the next Manny or Finney. I'm not them goofy ass niggas. I'm very much alive right now and free. I'm very much alive and I'm very much free. You'll never get me like they got Finney, or I'm never gonna be the next Manny. Them niggas was crash dummies and they right where they belong. So I'm way smarter than all y'all. So. Yeah, now we all Diddy. This was just a way to embarrass Diddy, dog. That's all this was, a way to embarrass the man and control the narrative and not pay Diddy the $2 million he's owed. This ain't me trying to get on Diddy's payroll. I'm not trying to be on Diddy's team. I just feel like I'm right for feeling this way, man. The case was exactly what I said it was, and it ended it didn't go. Well, I think I was pretty much 90% on the money with my coverage of this case. I looked, I gained a lot of credibility. Let's just put it like that. I stood to lose a lot. If it didn't go the way I said it was gonna go, I don't say I lose everything, but I take a L. I would have took a big L if it didn't go the way I said it was gonna go. Salute to G Money for that $20. G Money said, T Grizzly said, I don't like people behind me. That's how my uncle got hit in the head. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for the $20. Yeah, I don't like people standing behind me. I don't like people getting close to me. See, and it's crazy because I'm who I am. So I know people want to be fanned out and want to, you know what I'm saying? They might want to come there, hey, Ratchet, I watch you all the time. So I embrace the love, but I just don't like people getting next to me. So like I say, man, that's like when 50 said, I hate to go to jail for clapping one of my fans. So when you see me, know how to greet me. If you real my nigga, you know how to say G unit, like letting them know, like, hey, I'm with you, like G unit. All right, what's up? So now we can embrace each other, but be careful how you walk up to me, because I would hate to. 50 was saying I would hate to go to jail for clapping one of my fans because I'm on timing. Walk up to me with caution, because I ain't one of them. Yeah, New York is very dangerous. It's very dangerous. But I love New York, but I just feel like right now it's like a little too dangerous, man. Especially with the P Diddy shit, and they want this stuff hush hush. And I had too much information that I know motherfuckers want to know. How did I get that leaked verdict? How did I know that verdict? Maybe I just took a shot in the dark and just guessed, right? Or maybe somebody gave me the information. You'll never know. But I did have the leaked verdict for y'all, so I stood to lose a lot with that leaked verdict. We got 190,000 subscribers, y'all. We reached 190,000 subscribers. Salute, salute, salute. Salute, 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 gang. Thank you, Relevant Love, for the $10. It says some money to get home. Thank you. I appreciate you for the $10. This is another expensive trip. This is another expensive trip, y'all. And anything y'all want to donate, I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. Hold on. Look, we made, I can't even tell the number, but look, this show you that I didn't lie about the numbers between me and Tisa. I made more money than her on YouTube, fam. And she ain't gonna go in her studio and show y'all her real income. She ain't gonna show y'all how much money she make, because if she do it, I've already showed y'all how much I made then. Y'all know, when I did show y'all, I was $500,000 in the game already. So you can call me broke and dusty all you want to, baby. I mean, I ain't losing no sleep at night, and I got money to go wherever I want to go. If I want to leave here and go to France, I can. If I want to leave here and go to Mexico, I can. If I want to leave here and go home, I can. I can go to Atlanta. I can go anywhere in the world that I want to go. So broke, I mean, you can do that with your fans, and y'all can have fun laughing and saying I'm broke. That's cool. She's like, brokey. That's cute, but you can't play the money game with me. Nah, Tisa, baby, wrong dude. You can do that with all them small YouTubers. I'm not one of them. You cannot play the money game with me. I make a lot of money, so, and I'm not even bragging. You know what I'm saying? You brought up money. I didn't bring up money. It ain't about how much money we make. This is about the truth. You want to say I'm jealous because, oh shit, I almost busted my ass over here trying to walk down this goddamn curve. Damn, shit. So yeah, you want to talk about fuck the goddamn. I almost busted y'all almost see me bust my goddamn shit. But yeah, you want to talk about the goddamn money. You want to talk about the goddamn money we making. I didn't bring up no damn money. Said Ratchet. Hell yeah, look. I'll show y'all. Goddamn curve. I'm in my damn slide. Almost right out the shit. Look at the goddamn curve. It's 3 damn steps on the goddamn little ass curve. I didn't know it had a damn step right there. Fuck it. Hey, if I would have failed, boy, that would have been clipped like a motherfucker. Good thing, thank God I didn't fall. All right, but anyway, I said go home, gang. It's like, you know what, Ratchet? That's a sign. Get your ass back to the house, man. Get home. Yeah, F the money. Yeah, this ain't even about the money. So we're not gonna play the money game with each other. I don't want to go money for money with Tisa Tells. Look, I challenge you to it though. Look, if you really want to go dollar for dollar with Ratchettv, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? You drop your receipts, I drop mine. She was some, I've done my numbers. I was like, look, baby, I got no cosigns. I'm one of I'm hated the most in this motherfucker. You know how many people hate me and want to see me fail? Nobody has given me a cosign. Nobody puts me on their platform. The only person that's ever went against the grain, it's been a few people, but I would say like one of the biggest platforms to go up against the grain, to go out and reach out to me, was like Sean Atwood and DJ Academics. Atwood and Academics is the only people who have ever given me a cosign. And I wouldn't even say they gave me a cosign, they just kind of interviewed me. You know what I'm saying? I was on Atwood twice and I was on Academics twice. So, and I wouldn't even call that a cosign. Tisa has been co-signed by everybody, all the mainstream media. I don't want to be on, if you know me, you can't call me jealous of that. To say I'm jealous of a woman, she getting her coins, salute, get your coins. I don't want to be on the news. Even the news interviewed me yesterday. I'm not looking to be on TMZ. I'm not looking to be on CNN. I think, if you know me and you've been on my channel, you know what I think of these people. Those people is fake news. You think they don't want to co-sign me because I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to get up there and dance for pennies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no field N-word. I ain't no house N-word. I'm one of the realest in it. You know what I'm saying? I can't be controlled. I'm not picking and plucking my hands and dancing when you say dance, boy. Go dance, boy. I ain't dancing. You say dance, I walk. I don't need y'all money. I don't need y'all cosign. I did 50 million views on my own. 60 million. How many ever I got on my channel? I did that just me. Dolo. 4 years in the game. I came in this bitch and made $500,000 just off of me. Off of the strength of just me and my people. Ratchet Gang built me. I built Ratchet Gang built me. I didn't get built by the machine. There's no machine behind me. So all the money I made, all the views I've done, it's strictly just off the strength of just me being me and authentic. Me being Ratchettv got me where I'm at. You danced and got where you was at. So I won't sell out. I'm sorry, baby. I'm not a sellout and I'll never sell my soul for this shit. I'll notify you tomorrow, Candy, on that. But yeah, salute to the gang, man. Salute to the gang. I'm gonna get the hell up off here, and we'll touch base tomorrow, man. Salute, salute, salute. I love all y'all more than y'all will ever know. This your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is Ratchettv. I love y'all, man. So stay safe, stay woke. Hey, don't trust shit. I'm out.